Hey guys, how you doing? Minasan konnichiwa, my name is Cesar and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be watching Death Note episode 12. Oh my gosh, in the previous episode we had such a plot twist. Right now we have a second Death Note and a second Kira, you could say, and it's insane. That just gives again a whole new dimension to the story. And it's crazy like how they keep on bringing these twists and new dimensions to a story that started off quite simple, you know? It's just getting more and more complicated. It keeps you engaged to the story and want to know what happens next. But yeah, that's just something that I was quite slow on the uptake in the previous episode. Like they already sort of mentioned it a couple of times in the previous episode, but I just completely missed it, or I just didn't understand it. Like it didn't really process well in my mind. So up until the moment they actually showed the other Shinigami with the other Death Note or the other Death Note user, I just didn't understand what they were talking about, you know? Like they already mentioned some things and gave some hints, but like it just didn't click in my mind. So that's why I was quite slow on the uptake in the previous episode, and I feel so ashamed. Like usually I'm quite fast with understanding what's happening. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, but I always get frustrated myself when something that has already been mentioned a couple of times just doesn't seem as obvious to me as it should. So I hope you guys forgive me for being so slow in the previous episode. But yeah, like I said, this is crazy. We have a whole new Death Note user who in addition also have the eyes, the Shinigami eyes, so she can see just by looking at someone their real names and how long they still have to live. Like she can see it all. It's crazy. Like she has actually made the deal that Light refused to do. So she's even more dangerous than Light at the moment, and she's now pretending to be the second Kira. Like now the whole incident in the previous episode makes a lot more sense. And yeah, I'm just curious to see what kind of role she's gonna play. Like right now she doesn't really seem to have an own agenda. Like she seems more like a supporter of Light, the supporter of Kira. She doesn't know who the real Kira is, but she knows Kira, the persona, and she wants to support whoever it is that is doing all of the stuff, all of the killings, you know? So yeah, that's very interesting. I'm curious to see how it's gonna continue. Even though it was a coincidence, this has definitely worked in Light's favor, because now he has someone else to put all the suspicions to, you know? So yeah, I'm excited to see how it's gonna continue. So with no more talking, let's hop right into the episode. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, as I said, the previous episode was crazy. Like the whole incident with the videotapes, all the policemen that just died instantly by reaching the broadcasting station. Like I was just confused to the max, trying to understand the situation. And at first I actually thought it was all Light's doing, like he made some sort of plan to, I don't know, to confuse the cops and stuff, but it still didn't make any sense because there was no way that he could have known the cops' real identities. But L's also fast. Like he already saw the possibility of there being a second Kira. Like he already has a suspicion, because he already saw that this is different from the patterns that he has seen so far from Light. So yeah, I'm just curious to see how L is gonna continue the operation as well. Love. Ooh. Okay. They're involving Light now in the investigation. Yeah, he doesn't know who the fake Kira is now either.
ありがとう、ヤガミ君。いや、キラを捕まえたい気持ちは一緒だよ。ここでは龍崎と呼んでください。松井です。相原です。そして私は朝日。
Oh yeah, the code names. Now into business. Oh yeah, but he wanted to keep it a secret, right? That there is a second Kira or a fake Kira involved now. Like he didn't want to reveal that yet to light. The previous name. Yeah, exactly. That's what he mentioned in the previous episode. I still remember.
しかし、それでは一緒に捜査しにくいのでは？そうだ。大体何のための捜査協力だ。
Ooh, okay, okay. Right. Although he already knows, but they want to figure out whether he can deduce that from watching that videotape.
それだけではありません。今まで私たちが想定してきたキラーは殺人に顔と名前が必要です。
Exactly.
しかしあの時、テレビ局にたまたま駆けつけた浮田さんが殺されたこと。
Just by seeing someone's face without even a name. Because by seeing someone's face, the second Kira will know their real names as well.
キラなら捜査本部の指揮を執っているエロは絶対殺したいと思っているはずです。今のままなら私は第二のキラの要求通り3日後にテレビ出演し死ぬことになります。キラならこの絶好の機会を俺に振ることはしないと。
Now it's getting confusing because now we have two Kiras that we're talking about. So we have just Kira and we have second Kira. Yeah. Okay, now he's watching the tape as they planned. Alright, he's already getting suspicions.
どうですか、ライト君。何かわかりましたか？キラの力を持った人間は一人じゃないかもしれない。キラの力？どういうことだ、ライト。
Okay, okay, so he's coming to the same conclusion. Right, yeah, those are the more obvious things that even I figured out. Not so fast, not so fast. Yeah, yeah, okay, now Light also knows that he was being tested.
試したのではありません。私一人が第二のキラ説を考えても説得力がない。ライト君が同じ推理をしたことでより有力な説となります。
Alright, okay, just affirming his theory again.
決まりですね。
It's not very bright, okay? He's already dissing the second Kira.
さすがだな、龍崎。僕もそれが一番いい手だと思っていた。そこでライト君に 本物のキラを演じてほしいんです。
Play the part? Right, of course. He would never just call you without any ulterior motive. Yeah, as if you're the real Kira. That fake laugh, oh my gosh. Alright, alright. Alright. So this is the message that they created just now, right? Like the fake message. Alright, yeah, she's watching. Alright, exactly. Alright, so they've sort of become pen friends. They're now just communicating via videos. Alright, so this is her response. Damn, she's revealing so much important information. She just let something crucial slip. No. What's with his reaction? Right. Yeah, you have to. Damn. She's so stupid. She let so much important information slip. Right. Yeah, now Light has to try so hard to reject this theory, you know?
キラの思想とは関係なく自分の思いで動いています。つまりキラに会いたいという思いです。その通りだ。キラへの興味で動いている。
Right, just because of interest. Just their powers. Alright, yeah, okay, that's a possible theory. Right.
じゃあまた返事をして誘導するのか。下手に探りを入れるとこっちが何も分かっていないのを気づかれてキラじゃないことがバレる。いえ、ここから先はキラと第2のキラに任せるんです。
They're just gonna watch their conversation. Right. Okay, okay. So they're gonna actually broadcast this tape.
立場からすれば第2のキラと警察の直接の接触などは避けたいはず。もしかすると
Oh man. I'm wondering what Light is thinking right now. He must be panicking inside of his mind, no? Okay, yeah, either way will be interesting how the situation is gonna unfold. Indeed, if Light doesn't reply, or the real Kira doesn't reply, she could, like, just send another tape with a lot more information. Misa, alright, that's her name. So yeah, she works as a model, okay. Wait, what's she saying?
違うよ。死神大王なんてそう簡単に騙せるわけじゃない。じゃあどうやって。私は死神界でも数少ない死神を殺す方法を知っている死神だから。とでも言っておこう。
Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so the death notes that both Misa and Light have didn't really belong to the Shinigami that are with them. Those are basically just extra death notes that they dropped. She's so emo, oh my gosh. Okay, that's jealous, I think.
今日だね、あの子の寿命。
元気そうなのに、なんで今日なんだろう。なんで今日なんだろ
う。Alright. So is that the Shinigami who died and whose death note was eventually given? Oh no, but I think this is a different story, maybe. Confessing his love with a knife in his hand. crazy guy. And that is? Oh, you're not supposed to lengthen human lives. Oh, yeah. And that's how he died. Alright. Only as Death Note, yeah. Okay. Hmm.
その子に恋してなければ死神は死ななかったってこと？
その通りだ。
じゃああの時私を助けてくれたのはジェラスって死神だった。
Oh, so it was her.
ジェラスはお前に恋をした。
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking since all of his remaining lifespan transferred to her, she must have already been alive for a long time. Are you in love with me?
諦めな。お前に私は殺せない。
あ、バレてた。でもこれでキラに教えてあげられる話がまたできたよ。知ってるのかな？死神の
How to kill a Shinigami, alright. Oh yeah, she's gonna send another tape. Right, he's panicking. Oh, there she is. Oh my god, are they gonna meet up like coincidentally? Oh my god, they're so close. But like the Shinigami, like Ryuk and Rem, like they didn't show them at the moment, but they're always with them, so they must like see each other like, hey, are you here as well? Right? I mean, they don't show Ryuk always, but he's always with Light, right? Or at least most of the time. And I think the same holds for... What's the other Shinigami's name? Rem? Yeah, she doesn't probably leave Misa alone a lot either. So I'm guessing that they just see each other, right? And they're like, hey, you're the Shinigami of the other Kira! Alright. Interesting episode. Oh my gosh, you got to know a lot more about Misa. You got to know about Shinigami as well. So yeah, that was episode 12. A super interesting episode once again. I feel like I just keep saying that every single time, how interesting an episode is. But like I said, I'm so surprised how they keep on bringing these new plot twists that makes you shook and like, oh my gosh, how is the other gonna respond to this? You know, this time it was mainly because of Misa. Like, she's a pretty dumb girl. Like, she's just really admiring Kira, but she's just not really intelligent. Like, she wants to help him out in a certain way by sharing information she knows, but like, she doesn't really know how to go about it while being secretive, you know. She very much just throws everything out in the open, which just doesn't work in Light's favor. You know, it even puts him in a tight spot, like, you know, revealing about Shinigami's eyes, revealing about Shinigami themselves, their existence. Like, Light really had to try hard to come up with something to prove the existence of Shinigami wrong. And even L was overwhelmed with all that information. Like, he didn't expect to obtain that much information from the second Kira. And he was like, eyes? Shinigami? What are they all talking about, you know? And he was like, are we now even supposed to accept the existence of Shinigami themselves? And we know the answer is yes, because they do in fact exist, but it is really hard to accept such a crazy hypothesis, you know? And the theory that Light came up with is a lot more realistic, you know? Just the fact that both Kira and the second Kira used the term Shinigami to describe their own powers to kill other people. You know, that would make a lot more sense. Then you wouldn't have to accept the existence of Shinigami as well. So yeah, that's just crazy. But she's just revealing all of that, and she's even planning to send another tape, and Light is just freaking out like, oh my gosh, well, how am I supposed to deal with her? She has become like this wild card right now, and right now she's not really helping Light, which I actually expected beforehand. You know, I thought that her existence, the existence of the second Kira, would work out in Light's favor, but since she doesn't have the same intelligence as Light and L have, like, they're just geniuses, right? But like, her thinking, maybe she's also just quite dumb, but it also shows that not everyone on this show is a genius, right? It just makes it even more clear that Light and L are just exceptions and are just insanely smart. But yeah, the fact that she isn't a genius herself showed, and it just doesn't work in Light's favor at all, you know. It's even getting more hard for him to prove his innocence and to keep his powers hidden, because he doesn't want to reveal all of his cards, of course, you know. Like, once his powers are known by L, the types of moves he can use are also getting more and more limited. So I'm curious to find out how they're gonna get in touch or get in contact with each other. I mean, they're in the same cafe right now, so maybe they'll actually get to know each other with the help of the Shinigami, so that could be a possibility. If not, maybe Light will have to come up with a tape that will get them to meet up somehow without making Misa send another tape to reveal more information. I know it sounds complicated, but that's the situation Light is in right now. He's in a very tight spot at the moment, so he has to come up with a very smart move to get him out of there. So I'm really curious to see how he's gonna try to do that. And yeah, we also got this little backstory of this other Shinigami who fell in love with this girl, and we now know that that was supposed to be Misa. Like, I'm not gonna repeat the whole story, but basically what the story has told us is basically how a Shinigami can die, which is if it prolongs someone's lives. So, like, the remaining lifespan of a person has already been set in stone. It has already been determined, and Shinigami can shorten it by taking the remaining lifespan, or they can just leave it alone and just let the person die by the time it was set. But giving them extra time is apparently not allowed. That's not the job that a Shinigami is supposed to do, but that actually happened in Misa's case, because the Shinigami who was watching her fell in love with her, and he didn't want her to die at that moment yet. So he actually shortened the lifespan of the guy who was supposed to kill her at that moment. But since that didn't happen anymore, yeah, she survived and her lifespan basically got extended, which got the Shinigami himself get killed instead. So that was a very interesting story, very interesting theory of how to possibly kill a Shinigami. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be love, but basically if you make a Shinigami prolong someone's lives, you can get them killed. And making a Shinigami fall in love with you is basically just one way to do it. But another interesting fact that they revealed in this episode is also the fact that the Death Notes that were given to Light and Misa didn't originally belong to the Shinigami themselves. Like, they have their own Death Notes, but the Death Note that Ryuk dropped, or the Death Note that was given to Misa, were actually extras, and the Death Note that Misa has originally belonged to the Shinigami who fell in love with her, but the Death Note that Ryuk gave to Light, or that Light happened to pick up, actually was an extra that Ryuk supposedly got from the Shinigami King. I don't know, it was just a different situation, which is very interesting, but I always assumed that the Death Note that Light had was the one that belonged to Ryuk in the first place. But Ryuk apparently has an extra that he can work with. And I doubt that Light knows that himself. I don't know. Maybe he does. But yeah, like I said, it was a crazy episode. We got to learn a lot more things once again. Elle got to learn a lot more things about Shinigami, about the Shinigami eyes. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm so excited to see how it's gonna continue, but that was my reaction to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you can see my other reaction videos, please check out my channel and subscribe. And if you cannot wait to see my reaction to the next episode, you can already find it on my Patreon, where you can get early access. So if you're interested, please go check it out. You can find the link in the description box below. So in any case, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.